Hello, my name is Lindsey English, and I'm honored to be here with you today. A little about me. I hold a bachelor's degree in business administration from Florida Southern College. Aside from that, I wear many hats. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, salon owner, creative talent, and most recently, an art teacher working with at risk youth at Simmons Career and Acceleration and Exceptional Center. Through my experiences, I've seen firsthand how the impact we perceive and value with students with disabilities can actually happen. So let me ask you, what do you see when we look at a student with a disability? Do we see their potential, their resilience, their contributions, or only their limitations and obstacles? Social perceptions shape students' experiences in the classroom, their peers' interactions, and even how they envision their own futures. Unfortunately, misconceptions and biases create barriers that prevent these students from being fully included, valued, and empowered. But what if we shifted our lens? What if we recognized that diversity in learning is not a challenge, but strength to embrace? Today, we're going to explore the power of strength based approaches in redefining how we perceive students in special education. In education, how we frame students' abilities and challenges directly impacts their success. A deficit based approach highlights the student's lack, their disabilities, their limitations, and their shortcomings. This mindset leads to lower expectations, exclusionary practices, and emphasis on redemption rather than empowerment. Strength based approaches, however, shift the focus to students' abilities, interests, and their potentials. Educators who apply this mindset and recognize students' unique contributions, fostering engagement, self efficacy, and resilience. When students are seen for their strengths, they develop positive identity, stronger peer relationships, and increased academic success. How students with disabilities are perceived affects their confidence, their peer interactions, and their access to opportunities. It's framed through a deficit lens. Students internalize negative stereotypes, leading to diminished confidence and reluctance to engage in learning. But if framed through a strength based lens, students who develop a positive self image, empowering them to see themselves as a valuable contribution to their classroom. Beyond individual perception, deficit based narratives create social barriers. Peers may view students with disabilities as different, reinforcing exclusion. Strength based practices, however, foster collaborative learning where students recognize and appreciate each other's strengths. To foster equitable learning environments, educators must actively reshape how students with disabilities are perceived. Here's how. Through challenge deficit based thinking, traditional narratives emphasize limitations rather than the potential, leading to lower expectations and disengagement. By reframing success, we empower students to thrive beyond their challenges. And two, promoting strength based practices, highlighting students' skills, interests, and contributions, fosters self confidence and engagement. Research shows that this approach leads to higher participation, improved relationships, and better academic outcomes. By implementing practical strategies, educators can apply research-backed strategies including strength-based evaluations, where recognizing students' abilities beyond traditional assessments, peer-led inclusion models, which encourages collaborative learning, and systematic collaboration, which engages parents, specialists, and administrators to build unified support systems. By integrating these strategies, we create classrooms where every student thrives, where perceptions evolve to reflect the strengths and contributions of students with disabilities. Throughout this presentation, we have explored how social perceptions shape students' experiences in special education. We've discussed how deficit-based thinking limits students to focusing on challenges, while strength-based approaches empower students to recognize their strengths. At the heart of inclusion is the belief that every student brings value. When perceptions evolve, communities thrive. And so I leave you with this. What is one action you can take today to reshape perceptions and foster strength based, inclusive classrooms? Thank you.